Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. So apparently, Shedeur Sanders' home was burglarized during his last game. When he was playing in his first NFL game, they said that's when his home was burglarized, and they have not found the perpetrators yet. Now, like I said, the news is starting to report on this stuff, and they didn't say what was taken from his home, and they didn't say if they had any leads or anything like that. This is a developing story, but according to reports, this the time frame this happened around that game. Now, this is not out of the ordinary for athletes to be victims of this type of thing. We know it happened to Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals. We also know that it happened to Patrick Mahomes as well. And all throughout, years ago, this used to happen to professional athletes. Unfortunately, we live in a day and age where you just have to really, really, really be careful on the things that you post online and things like that. It's just, you just have to be careful. But that's the reports that's going on right now with Shedeur. And then, but yeah, I mean, of me personally, if that happened to me, I wouldn't want to live in that house anymore. Somebody burglarized while he's not there, just for security reasons. I would rather not live there. I would rather go somewhere else, live in a high rise somewhere where they have 24-hour security and things like that. But and also we were talking about, did the Cleveland Browns give him an opportunity? Did they give him the best opportunity that they could, um, to put him in the best position possible to be effective going in and subbing for Dylan? Picking up where Dylan left off. I don't think so. Even the coach said they didn't give him first team reps. So if they didn't give him first team reps, I mean, come on. They didn't give him first team reps. So just think about it. Like, he wasn't in the best position possible to help that team, but he did pretty good based on the film that some people are breaking down. Considering he didn't have first team reps, he did okay. But we're going to see moving forward, will he get first team reps moving forward? Because I think they said Dylan Gabriel is in what we call concussion protocol. And I believe that lasts quite a number of days before they take you out of the protocol. So right now, since Shedeur is number 2, he'll be elevated to number 1, which means that they will give him first team reps at this point. They'll give him first team reps and see where he go from there. But yeah, so they got to give him first team reps. But just imagine that. I'm thinking, if you're the backup quarterback, you at least get first team reps just in case if the starting quarterback goes out. If the starting quarterback goes out, the backup quarterback has to be in place just in case if something happens with your first quarterback. That's what I'm thinking. That's just make logical sense. But it didn't happen. But now, moving forward, Shedeur should get the first team reps, and we're going to see what happens because they got to put a plan together for Shedeur. This play worked well for him. This play worked well. This will put him in the best position. You know what else they said? The offensive line, that was really the first time in a while they heard his cadence. They didn't even hear his cadence. It's crazy, man. But so we're gonna see at least that burglary. At least he wasn't in the house when this happened. You know what I'm saying? So he's safe. But it's unfortunate, like, these athletes are often targets, for opportunists. He's at the game now. It's a good opportunity to go in there and break in his house. Um, but at least he's okay. But yeah, a lot of news people are starting to report on it now that this happened to him. They didn't catch anybody yet. I'm sure he has a home surveillance system, I'm sure. So we'll see what comes of that right there. But he's going to on the road playing against the Las Vegas Raiders. So this is we're gonna see where he's at, with this, and see if they put a game plan together, because it seemed like Cleveland is not a good place for quarterbacks. That's what it seemed like. That's just my opinion. But guys, drop a comment below. Let me know how you feel. All right, y'all. Peace.